Hi everyone, it's Gull Khan here, and I sincerely apologize for the delay in starting today's live, but I've had such a time with tech. I cannot tell you. I've spent the last 20 minutes, or actually 25 minutes, trying to work out why I can't go live on my laptop. So I'm having to use my phone. And okay, what is it there to do? Hi Rasila. There's nothing I can do. So it is what it is. C'est la vie, such as life, and technology can mess around, and I probably have a very interesting topic, and that's probably why technology is playing as it is. But anyway, so thank you for joining me. It's Gull Khan here. Hi Zainab, my lovely, how are you? I'm so sorry Zainab. I've been trying to do this for ages, for the last 20 minutes. I just can't. I have to go live on my laptop, for my phone, because my laptop just will not let me go live. It will you can't see my face. It's just completely blank, and I have no idea in terms of why my camera is plugged in. It shows it's working but it's not working. I don't know. So I thought, okay, you know what, it's too late, let me just go live from my phone. But that means I won't be going live in my Instagram account, which is never mind. It's okay, it's all good. Okay, so today we're talking about gratitude. So how is gratitude the key, gratitude and happiness, the key to your abundance? And I'm still happy after my technical blunder or whatever it is. Thank you for my thumbs up, thank you my lovely, thank you Zainab. So I am still happy and chirpy, and you know what, we'll deal with life as it is. Never mind. So let's discuss, why is gratitude and happiness the key to your abundance? And that it is really key. It really is. And I'm gonna talk about, do you feel that you can only be happy when you have a certain amount of money? Would you feel you can only be happy when you've got a certain body, when you lost that weight, or when you have that relationship, or when you have that house, when you have that car, when you have that job, when you have that child? What are you, what are you basing your happiness on? What are you basing your gratitude on? I can only be grateful once I have this amount of money. I can only be grateful when I've achieved X, Y, Z in my life. Is that the case? So if you really are the kind of person who's putting on, on hold your happiness, and I have to have X, Y, and Z before I can be happy, then today's the training for you. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If you want money, if you want wealth, you cannot get it without being happy. Simple as that, okay? Not the way I teach, okay? The way I teach, and the kind of principles that I apply, which are the universal principles of wealth and money, and using the law of attraction. You cannot be happy. You cannot attain the amount of wealth that I want. And I don't want you to have wealth just in abundance in one area of your life. I want you to have abundance in your bank account, but I also want you to have abundance in your. I also want you to have abundance in your health. I want you to have abundance in your relationships. I want you to have abundance in your spirituality. So this is very, very important for me. So and for that reason, if you want to have abundance, if you want to have abundance in all areas of your life, you have to be happy. You have to find out how to be happy and what you need to be grateful for. So this is why today's talk is really, really important. And let me say at the outset, the clearing on this. So I don't know if it's showing up or not, because obviously I'm using my phone, so I'm not really sure. The clearing on the blocks to your gratitude and happiness is going to be in the Magnanimous Money Mindset group. And it looks like I'll probably be going live via phone as well, because my laptop is not allowing me to go live. It just won't show my face. I don't know why. It's complete blank screen. So if you want to go, the clearing for this, the clearing is going to be in the Magnanimous Money Mindset group. Please do hop onto that after that, and that's going to be at the new time, 9 o'clock. Hi Shaima. So it's going to be on at 9 o'clock UK time. So we've got plenty of time to to get through today's topic. But it's essential that you listen to this and actually take notes. By the way, please have pen and paper handy. I always talk fast and I always give a lot of good content, because the reason is I want you to learn something. I'm going to give you practical tools that you can apply to your life and actually see a difference in your life. You can see how it's going to benefit. You're going to see how it's going to help you, and you can actually apply the principles today. So this is really, really important for me to give you practical tools and tips and techniques that you can apply to your life right now, daily in your life, to be able to get somewhere in life. Okay? So let's get this. I've got a quote here that I really wanted to read out to you. Okay, normally I will say, gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. So, hi Maria, hi Shaima, thank you, gorgeous, thank you for the compliment, my lovely. So, I always say gratitude is unlocks the fullness of life. You cannot live fully in your life in any moment in time unless you're living from a place of gratitude. And gratitude really does open up the key. It opens up the key to the kingdom of the of the universe. Literally everything and anything that you can ever want, you can actually acquire and have when you use the tool. When you use the key, gratitude as a key, and you use it and in a way which I'm going to talk about today. Now before I even give you the simple the quote from it, actually there's a quote on I'll give you a quote in a bit. What I really want you to understand is there are billions, before, I know a lot of people say to me, go, oh, I have this bill and I have that bill and I have, my ex did this and my wife did this and my husband did this and my child is this and my child's ill and I'm ill and so forth and so forth and so forth. Regardless of the situation, regardless of where you're living, regardless of what you're doing, I want you to stop for a moment, really stop for a moment and look at your life and see where you are. Okay, really see exactly where you are for a moment. Just an exercise I want to do right at the beginning. Really think about where you're living, what you're doing, what do you have access to on a daily basis that you take for granted, like maybe your freedom, the fact that you have clean air, the fact that you have clean water, the fact that you have clean, plumbing. Plumbing is a big thing, access to water, hygiene, and so forth. Things we absolutely take for granted. Really think about that for a moment, and especially safety and security. So we all take for granted that we have our, I remember last week I spoke about the pyramid of human needs. The most basic needs we have is food, shelter, and clothing, and thereafter is actually security, safety and security. So if you all have that food, shelter and clothing, and the next level up is security and safety, think about that. How many people in the world are actually who don't have that, who do not have the benefit of having safety and security? And many people who are living in times of dire situations because of wars going on, civil war, other wars, and so forth. Okay, that's the first point for you to should realize how lucky we are and living in the society that we live in, and how lucky we are to have everything that we do have. So that's the first point to become grateful for anyway. But I just wanted you to think about that before I wanted to move on, because I want to speak about why gratitude is so important, why that leads on to happiness, and why being grateful is the key to happiness, and that you thinking that your key to happiness is by having that card, having that house, having that that bank account, having that husband, the wife, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, having that child, anything you put your limit, conditions of, I'll be happy when I do X, Y, and Z, or I'll be happy when I have X, Y, and Z, is not true. You will be happy right now. You can be happy right now, and you should be happy right now in this moment, at this very moment as I speak. Okay, and that would be the key to your abundance, and it really, really is. And I cannot stress this enough, how important gratitude is, and how gratitude leads you on to being happy, and how important happiness is to becoming wealthy. I'm going to go on to explain that in a bit, but I want to give you this quote, which is one of my favorite quotes from a lady called Sarah Ban Brethnach. I hope I pronounced her name correctly. And I'm going to read this one bit. She basically, in her book called Simply Abundance, she writes, and I quote, "You simply will not be the same person 2 months from now after consciously giving thanks each day for the abundance that exists in your life. And you will have set in motion an ancient spiritual law. Grateful for, the more you will be given to you." Okay, and this is really, really, really true. It really is. The more grateful you are, the more reasons you're given to be grateful for. So the more you have, the more you're grateful for, and the more you show gratitude to divine source energy, to the universe, the more is given to you. Okay, and it cannot be anything but that, because the law of attraction, hi Amber, the law of attraction states, the energy goes where focus goes. Energy flows towards air focus. Where focus goes, energy flows. So therefore, the law of attraction tells you, the more you are grateful, the more you're thinking of all the positive things that are in life, law of attraction will give you more of that. Okay, it's just the way things are. For example, when you think about it, it works even that way. So thank you, lovely. When you're thinking about something positive, when you think of a thought, anything, okay, it can be about, I say something positive, it could be anything. Thinking about maybe a book, okay, a book, that leads you onto another thought about related to the book, and so forth and so forth. So when you are grateful, you start attracting other thoughts that allow you to be more grateful also. And an example I give for this here is, I always recommend to my clients to have a gratitude journal. And I think most people who practice the law of attraction would actually advocate this. I'm not alone. Most law of attraction teachers would, any good ones at least, would tell you to have a gratitude journal because it's essential. And as you start writing it, in this gratitude journal every single night, what happens is, so in the evening you have a certain number, like 5 or 10 things you're going to be grateful for. You write those down either in morning or evening. What happens is during the day, your brain starts looking for things to be, to put in a journal. Oh, I can write this. Oh, I can write this in my gratitude journal today. Oh, I can write this in my gratitude journal today. Oh, I can write this in my gratitude journal today. Do you see what's happening? So you automatically, throughout the day, when you're not supposed to be writing in your gratitude journal, because it becomes a habit. It becomes a habit for you to start thinking in that way, because what you're doing, you're having these positive, grateful thoughts, and you're attracting more of these positive, grateful thoughts. And guess what the law of attraction is doing for you? It's giving you more reasons to be grateful. Make sense? Yeah, absolutely right. It's very, very true. So this is the beauty of using your subconscious mind and getting into the habit of thinking positively. So this is one of the things, this is one of the shortcuts to actually thinking positive about and being very grateful for everything that you already have. Because remember, you have to appreciate what you already have before you're given more. If you can't be happy and ecstatic in your life right now with what you have, how can you possibly be happy with more? Because you won't know how to be happy with more. Okay, it's simple as that. You will find ways to be, ungrateful or whatever. Okay, so that's basically the background of it. So now let's talk about how being grateful can actually expand your energy. Now this is the key from energetic point of view, because I'm actually basically a healer and I deal with energy. So what happens when you are grateful? So why do all law of attraction gurus and or teachers actually talk about gratitude? Because gratitude is really the key to abundance. It's so important. I'm going to repeat that. Gratitude is the key to abundance. It really is, because gratitude would expand your energy. Now, if you go back to the principles of law of attraction, what are they? Okay, the principles of law of attraction is that the first principle is that everything is energy. Everything is energy. Number 2, everything is energy. Therefore, it's vibrating on a particular frequency, right? And principle number 3, hi Rosie. Principle number 3 is that everything that's in harmony on that particular frequency is attracted to it. So that's basically law of attraction. Now, when you are grateful, you are raising your vibration, okay? And you are actually, when you look at and you really are generally not just paying lip service, but actually generally happy for me, let me say this, you're generally grateful for everything that's in your life at that moment in time, for whatever it is. So for example, for me, when I start my gratitude in the evenings or mornings, the first thing that I'm grateful for are my children, okay? So my children, hi Khalid. So the first thing I'm grateful for is for my daughter and for my son. And I realize about the love and affection. So as I am acknowledging all the things that I'm grateful for, guess what it makes me do? It makes me happy. It makes me happy. It connects me with the divine source energy, because obviously now I'm focusing on divine source energy. I'm focusing on my connection with divine source energy, because that's who I'm saying yes to. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. For me, divine source energy means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I'm connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I'm actually being grateful for everything that is in my life, starting off with my children, feeling the love for my children, and then reciprocating that love for divine source energy, saying thank you so much for giving my children, thank you so much for making them healthy, thank you so much for giving me my health, and so forth. So you are connecting with divine source energy. You are also when you acknowledge something that's good in your life, you become what? Happy. You become happy, and as you do so, you raise your vibration. Okay, so as you are grateful, you raise your vibration, and as you raise your vibration, guess what? You come into harmony with things which are good and great. Okay, and then therefore you start attracting more things which are good and great. Make sense? It's a very, very simple thing. I mean, law of attraction is not complicated, people. It's just been made into this all convoluted thing, because people think, well, how do I think positive, and I'm coming on to that. So don't worry, I'm coming on to that in a bit. Okay, so bear with me. I want to teach you how to do that as well. And if you go into a Magnanimous Money Mindset group, I will actually do clearings for you to help you with along those lines as well. Okay, so not to worry. So let's stick to the story for the time being. Let's stick to where we are. So you have to actually raise your vibration. So when you are grateful, you raise your vibration because you end up becoming happy. And we all know for us to actually manifest the things we do want, we need to have good feelings, okay? Abraham Hicks is one of the oldest teachers on, hi Barney, so one of the oldest and most trusted teachers on law of attraction is Abraham Hicks. I think most people have heard of Abraham Hicks, and one of my early teachers also. So Abraham Hicks teaches us that, we need to, how you feel is indicative of what you're attracting at any given moment in time. So if you are feeling bad, you're attracting bad things. If you're feeling good, you're attracting good things. Does that make sense? Yeah, does it make sense? So that's very basic level, and it's kept very simple, and that's why I love Abraham Hicks, because they make things so simple, and it gives you indication of, the way you feel is what you're attracting. If you feel good, you're attracting good. If you're not feeling good, you're attracting something that's not good. Okay, so that's why it's important to acknowledge how you're feeling in every given moment in time. For starters, okay, let's look at that. So now I'm telling you that when you feel the reason why gratitude is the key to success and abundance is because when you are grateful, you cannot be happy. You cannot be grateful and also feel sad. It just doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist, okay? For me to think I'm going to be happy all the time is a bit more difficult. But for me to start getting into the habit of being grateful all the time is normal. So that is why I'm saying being happy all the time is to be consciously thinking, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be happy. What am I happy for? Does that make sense? I need a reason to be happy, and we all do. But the reason comes from within. And that's why, and before you become happy, you need to become grateful. Are you getting this? Are you understanding how powerful this is? Very simple formula, but very, very, very powerful. Yeah? It's very, very, very powerful. So the first thing you do is actually become very, very, you actually, for God's sakes, you become very, you concentrate on what it is that you want. You concentrate on, you concentrate on what you already have, on what you're grateful for. Okay, that's the first thing you do. So once you are grateful, you are naturally happy. And I'm telling you, this is, and you can try it for the next 7 days actually. If you are happy, and if you're grateful in your writing a grateful journal every single night for at least 7 days, for the next 7 days, you'll find throughout the day, your brain will start giving you reasons to be grateful. Oh, this can go in my gratitude journal. This can go in my gratitude journal. And every time you think of something that can go in your gratitude journal, guess what it does to your feeling? Positive. Okay, you cannot feel grateful and sad simultaneously. It just doesn't happen. So basically, being grateful makes you happy. Absolutely, Lena. Absolutely, that's what it does. So when you are grateful, you have to be happy, because you can't show gratitude without being happy. It just doesn't work. So the key to happiness is showing gratitude for what things you already have, and actually really acknowledging it. I mean, I love nature. So when I stand outside in my garden, I have a really nice garden. So I stand outside my garden and I just, barefoot, because I like grounding myself. So I'm standing barefoot on the ground, on the grass. Just that moment, my feet being my bare feet on grass, just feeling the texture of the grass and just feeling earth beneath my feet. That makes me feel grateful. Okay, I'm very grateful. And that puts me in a happy state. Do you see how easy it is? Right? It's so easy. It's so easy. So easy. Super, super easy. So, every time, and the more, hi Yasmin, so the more you actually find reasons to be grateful for, the more reasons you become, the more reasons you have to be happy. Hi Goya, you cannot possibly go in and try and show gratitude and write gratitude unless you're doing it for fake, just trying, you're paying lip service to someone. Oh, thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Because I think the problem is, I don't know about other people, but I know in UK we say a please and cues all the time. Hi Yasmin, we say a please and cues all the time. So we say thank you and sorry, we say it, but we say it without meaning. I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of the time we say thank you or thank you for this, but you say it without meaning. What I'm saying here is you actually show gratitude from your heart. You're grateful because you really feel, I'm so lucky to have a healthy body. I'm so lucky to have a roof over my head. I'm so lucky to feel safe. I'm so lucky to have the food I want. I'm so lucky to have the relationship with my son, my daughter, my husband, my wife, my uncle, my aunt, my dad, my mother. All those relationships that you have. I'm so lucky to have the business I do. I'm so lucky to be having the money that I have. Do you see what I mean? You're not paying lip service. You're not just saying thank you with your lips. You're saying thank you with your heart. And when you say thank you with your heart, you can't help but be happy. Is this making sense to you guys? Is this anything? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if it is. Okay. Give me thumbs up if you're curious. And the next time I'm going to talk about how you can do it the other way. So I've got my notes here. So what I've talked about now is gratitude and how that helps you with the law of attraction, and why everybody who talks about a law of attraction, anybody who teaches law of attraction teaches gratitude as a basis, okay, as something that's absolutely essential for him. So that's the first thing. Then the next part is, a lot of people come up with excuses, and now I want to talk about excuses and how to get rid of them. So a lot of people come about excuses. Hi Mohammed. Moaz. Hi Moaz. So a lot of people come up with excuses. I can't be happy because I don't have the job. I cannot be happy because my father died when I was 5. I can't be happy because my life is so tough. I can't be happy until I've got this grade. I can't be happy until I have married X, Y, and Z. I can't be happy because my wife cheated on me. I can't be happy because my husband cheated on me. I can't be happy because my X, Y, Z happened, and so forth. The excuses. These are excuses. Okay, and I'm calling you out. I'm gonna call you out on this. They're just excuses. You will not get happy because you're earning $1 million. Money does not buy you happiness, by the way. I'm the first person to say it buys you things. It doesn't buy you happiness. Okay, you have to be happy now. And by the way, and this is a mantra that I always give to my clients. You don't become happy because you have money. You have money because you're happy. I'm going to repeat that. That's such a powerful statement. I'm going to repeat that again. You do not get happy because you have $1 million in your bank account because you have money. You become wealthy because you are already happy. This is the other way around. You don't put the horse in the cart before the horse, okay? The happiness comes first, and money has to follow. Money has no option but to follow, okay? When you're happy. So where was I? Okay, about money, excuses. So people come with excuses that I can't do X, Y, and Z because I can't be happy because I have X, Y, Z problem. My health is bad and whatever else. So this is the technique that, by the way, I am being very transparent. I've learned this from Abraham Hicks, which is called pivoting. Okay, so you pivot. So any given moment in time, you want to feel good. Okay, so Abraham tells us very simply, very openly, for you to attract anything, you need to know what just watch out what you're feeling. If you're feeling good, you're attracting good. If you're feeling bad, you're attracting bad. Pretty simple. That's pretty much all they talk about all the time. So the idea is for you to feel good all the time. All right. And that's the first thing to understand. So the second thing is, the point is, how do we feel good all the time? Because you can't help it. At times, memory comes across your mind and you think, oh my God, or you're currently in a financial situation where there are bills going out and there's more bills going out than money coming in at the moment. Okay. Hi, Teja. And so you have all these issues where, you have more outgoings than incoming, and you have the pressure of financial pressure. You have, because your past thinking, your past thoughts and past ideas have made you to come, you come to a situation where when your outgoing is more than your incoming, you have really high debt, you have hardly any savings, you've got a strain in a relationship, you have all these issues in your life at the moment. So your current circumstances make you think you cannot be happy because you have all this financial stress, all this emotional stress, and all this other stress that goes on in the families as well, family stresses. Okay, so that is just external circumstances. That's the first thing to understand. Now, if you think about all of those things that you have created outside of you, if you remember, you are a creator being in a body. So those external circumstances have been created by your past thinking, by your past ideology, and your past way of being. Right? Okay, agreed? So that is all the circumstances outside of you has been created by your past thinking. Stop for a moment. So now think, okay, I know I have X, Y, and Z bill to pay. But that has, and all this financial stress is because of my past thinking. So if I don't want to stress about that thing, because Abraham tells me that if I still stress about this, and if I feel bad and stressed about money, and I think I don't have money, if I'm coming from a lack of limitation, if I feel that, the stress of it, I'm going to attract more lack of limitation and more stress. So what do? Well, opposite. So what they teach, Abraham Hicks teaches, think the opposite. So for example, if you think instead of feeling fat, okay, so I feel fat, I don't feel attractive. What's the opposite to that? So I'm feeling fat at the moment. I feel fat and unattractive. What do I want to feel? I want to feel slim, slender, sexy, and attractive. That's it. Okay. So think of those lines. I am slim and slender and attractive. Think along those lines, and just stick to that story, because if your internal story is at a particular point, your external story will match up. Let me repeat that. If your internal story goes on a particular path and you really believe it and feel it with conviction, your external story will have to match up. There's no way around it. Okay? Because your external story, your external life, your external reality is made up of what you think internally. So the idea that Abraham Hicks teaches us is to think positively, but realistically. But think opposite. So instead of feeling bad, instead of me feeling, oh, I'm fat and ugly, I'm thinking, no, you know what? I'm actually very beautiful. I'm very beautiful. I'm attractive. I'm very slender, blah, blah, blah. And I feel good about myself, and that automatically means I start, focusing on being good, and then I find reasons. Now, this is my added bonus, okay? So they just say, think about the opposite thing, and that, feel good. I think the problem with that is because most people think that's an artificial thing, and you can't achieve it. My twist to this is the way I think about this. Let me just switch this off for a moment because my laptop is just getting on my nerves. My take on this is, at that moment in time, so when I take, I'm actually very slender and I'm slim and I'm very attractive. Twist is, what point of reference do I have to say, actually, I am beautiful, I am attractive, and so forth. Have point of references, and every single person will. Another example is when you think, oh gosh, I have so much stress, I have no money, blah 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 blah, I have no money. A lot of people come on with that. Now actually think the opposite of that is, actually no, I'm very abundant, I have a lot of money, and I have money comes to me easily and effortlessly. The point of reference now is, think of ways where you have money. So if you really be truthful, you do have money. You have money coming in, you can pay X, Y, and Z, and be very honest, you can pay X, Y, and Z. Money has always showed up, and if you look back in your life, money has always showed up. At some point, maybe give you stress about it, maybe put you under stress for a little bit, but it did show up, which means money does come to you, which means you do have money. Are you understanding this? Is all I've done is taken Abraham Hicks' little formula, which is pivot, okay? They pivot the feeling. So whatever you're feeling, feel the opposite. They say whatever you're feeling is an indication of what you're attracting. So if you're feeling bad, find the opposite of what you're feeling and feel that instead. And I'm saying for you to actually really internalize that, and not just, verbalize it, but internalize it. For you to do that, find a point of reference. Give yourselves a reason. Okay, so what am I grateful for? What am I grateful for that that I'm so wealthy? What am I so wealthy about? I have a roof to live on. I have food on the table. I have money for this week's bills. Forget month, this week's bills. I have all the money for this week's bills. I have all the money for this week's food. I have all the money to pay my car payment or my car petrol or whatever. Find things you can make a reference to. Yes, actually, that is true. That is true, and this is true, and this is true. So what you're doing is building up a belief. Are you guys understanding this? This is very, very simple, yet extremely powerful, and usually missed by most people. Because what people were trying to do, most people, what they're trying is taking on what Abraham Hicks has said to them. Oh, I feel bad, so I need to feel good. Okay, I'm going to say I feel good, and I'm going to feel good. Hell no. Your subconscious mind will reject it completely. You think, actually, no, I still feel bad. I still feel stressed about the money. You need to find, exactly, Sharma. Find something good and magnify it. And the way to magnify it, absolutely, the way to magnify it is to give point of references, small things that you're grateful for at this moment. So what you do is use gratitude to reinforce that feeling. Let me repeat that. You use gratitude to reinforce a new feeling. So whatever you're feeling at any point in time, hi Donna, whatever you're feeling at that moment in time about that particular aspect. So for example, money is what I talk about. So you're thinking, I don't have the money. I don't have the money for this month's bills. I don't know where the money's going to come from. I don't know what's going to happen. X, Y, and Z. Instead of feeling that stress, think actually, what's the opposite of the feeling? I'm feeling calm because I know money will come to me. Money always comes to me. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. Now, what you want to find is point of reference and actually feel grateful for it. I'm so happy and grateful that last month I needed money for X, Y, and Z bill. It turned up. And this beginning of this month, I needed money for my my rent and my mortgage. It turned up. I needed money for petrol. It was there. I needed money for this, and they were there. So money is always there. Do you see how powerful this is? It's so simple yet so powerful. If you, instead of doing that, if you just sit there and think, actually, I'm very rich, I'm very wealthy, money always comes to me, without reinforcing that, those are empty words, and you're not going to have that feeling. Does it make sense? Make sense? I hope it does. Okay, so I'm going to recap on what I said today. Gratitude for me is the key to abundance. It really is. So being grateful in your life in any given moment in time is the key to abundance. And the reason why is, as Abraham teaches us, what you're feeling in any given moment in time is what you're attracting at that given moment in time. So I would say, especially when you're starting off, keep in mind, I'm not saying you have to be positive 100% of the time. You have to feel good 100% of the time. But have the aim to be, your dominant vibration should be positive. So you attract more good than bad. Okay, that's the first one, really basically. And the idea, I normally say aim for 80-20. So if 80% of the time you are really being positive and you really are attracting good things, 20% of the time may be give and take, okay? But if you follow the rules that I teach in the series that I normally talk about, they're all pieces of a puzzle. If you put all those pieces together, you can actually have a life of abundance, really can. What I give out is actually really nuggets of gold. And this is nothing short of it. It's very simple methodology and it's a very simple tool, yet it's so powerful. You are going to use your feelings as an indication, okay, know exactly what you're attracting in a given moment in time. So now that I've told you, any given moment in time, whatever you're feeling is what you're attracting. If you're feeling good, know you're attracting something good. If you're feeling bad, know you're attracting something bad. So any given moment in time, change. Especially when you are very consciously thinking about it. So for example, you're really feeling, I'll give you an example. I have issues with my father, I still do. And I caught myself, and I've done a lot of work on him, and on forgiving him and whatever. And I thought I had, and just today I found out, something about him, and it made me upset, okay? And I began for a short, because I'm human too, for a short period of time I got very upset, and I felt bad, okay? I caught myself, stopped myself, and thought, okay, what do I want to feel? How do I want to feel? Okay, and remember, in my teachings, I always talk about that. Your fatherly energy is very connected to your divine source energy. So if you have this, if you have this disconnection with your father, if you have this disconnection with fatherly energy, you will not be able to connect properly with divine source energy. So what did I want to do? I thought, okay, what do I want to feel? I want to feel loved by divine source energy. I want to feel loved by father. Okay, so that's not possible to get that loving feeling for my father, because my father and I don't speak to each other. Okay, so if it's not possible to get that from him, for various reasons, I'm not going to go into it. So I still want to feel loved by divine source energy. What do I do? So I thought, okay, I want to be loved by divine source energy. So I transform my thinking, okay, I'm loved and taken care of by divine source energy. Divine source energy loves me. Fatherly energy loves me. I'm surrounded by fatherly energy. First thing. Then the next thing was point of reference. So then I looked back in my life and realized all the times when I've grown and how far I've come and how much I've achieved and how well I'm doing and how well my kids are doing and how well my business is prospering and how well my life is shaping up in the ways that I couldn't even fathom. I mean, a year ago, for me to know that the things I'm doing at the moment, the kind of money I'm making at the moment, I'd be making, honestly, it blows my mind. So divine energy has got me this far. So those were point of references. Actually, divine energy loves me. Look how much he's taken care of me. Look how much he's helped me to grow. Look how much he's helping me to serve my clients. Look how much divine energy, this fatherly energy, is making me love the world. Give divine energy, the divine energy is really taking care of me. I'm loved, I'm taken care of, and I have this fatherly energy. Do you see? That's a very personal example that I've shared with you guys. But I think it highlights very, very clearly, in any given moment of time, doesn't matter how bad you feel, how angry or upset you are, you can stop yourself and say, actually, no, wait. I don't want to feel like this. What's the opposite of how do I feel? Because how you're feeling is an indicator of what you're attracting. Okay, so I don't want to attract this. I don't want to feel this. What's the opposite of this? So, well, the opposite for me at that moment, given time, was I want to feel loved by divine source energy. I want to feel loved. I want to feel divine fatherly energy loving me. And then I felt that, and then I found point of references all the periods in my life where God, universe, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taken care of me and loves me and shows me that love. Does it make sense? Does this make sense, guys? I hope this is. Okay, so that's a wrap, my lovelies. I'm sorry this has been a shorter training than normal, but I've had such a severe difficulty trying to get this to you guys. For those of you who are members of Magnanimous Money Mindset, you will get a clearing on this, specifically geared towards you, things which are preventing you from feeling gratitude, things which are preventing you from feeling happy right now. We'll do a very powerful clearing in the Magnanimous Money Mindset group. If you're not a member, it's a free group. Come and join join us, and I'll add you before I go live. Otherwise, for everybody else, I'll join you next time, same place, which is going to be 8 by the way, it's going to be 8 a.m. p.m. from now on, because I do need to go to bed early, before, otherwise I get to bed so late. So the sessions are 8 o'clock on the business page, the Gull Khan, and the clearings will be from 9 to 10 p.m. It's not usually an hour, but usually anything from half an hour to 45 minutes, and they will be in the Magnanimous Money Mindset group. So I'll see you next time with another topic, but the same time, same place. And I hope you really do take benefit from this, because honestly, please do not take don't take them, they think that they're very simple. These are simple tools, yet very, very powerful. And I really wish you would utilize these tools and actually bring abundance and money and prosperity into your lives. That's my greatest wish for you all. If you want to book a call with me, I haven't put it somewhere, but I will put somewhere here. You're welcome to book a call with me. Oh, by the way, I didn't even ask you. So if you got value from this training, please do share this training. And I forgot to ask on that. I haven't sold anything. There's nothing to sell here, as you can tell. Please do share this training on your timeline or somewhere else where you think other people who can get benefit from it, because I think this information should be out to the public, the world at large, when most people are blinded and unaware of this situation, of this really valuable information. So please do share this video, and give me thumbs up, give me like, and I will catch you next time, same place, on another topic all about money and energy. Bye for now.